Before we get into the video, I just want to say this is the team I want to see start against Fulham. I think Bale can be substituted at half-time if he's not fit. It's Fulham, so I think it's a good chance to show Vinicius' worth. And if he doesn't start this game, if he can't even start against Fulham, who will he start against? Let's be honest. And again, Højbjerg, Sissoko, Ndombele, I hope we're more attacking this game as well, as this is an attacking formation and I hope he goes with it. But Kane needs to be dropped. Don't get me wrong, he's been amazing this season, his record's been amazing, but we cannot deny the fact he's been terrible or average in the last 3 to 4 Premier League games. And it's not like we don't have a backup striker, we do, and he doesn't even get on the bench, which I don't get. His record isn't bad. Also, we have Gareth Bale. Look how Cristiano Ronaldo's playing. He used to be a winger. He plays striker because he knows he can score, get the ball, and make dangerous situations. Why can't we use Bale in that situation? He hasn't got the fitness, so why not use him as a target man? People say Tottenham are too reliant on Kane, but if you remember, Kane gets injured quite often, and when he is injured, we actually play very good football. Like, some would even argue we play better football sometimes without him, because I think it creates this illusion that when Kane is playing amazing, it really shows. That we are out of this world-class team, sure, but when he is not performing and you're not taking him off, it drags down the team by a huge standard. Any player that performs terrible in a game needs to be taken off. If not, doesn't matter who you are, if you're playing terrible, you're dragging down the team. If Ali played like Kane did in the last game, he would have been taken off and we would have been lucky to see, he would be lucky to be even seen on the substitution bench, let alone starting that for 90 minutes straight without even having the worry of being taken off or being in the next game. Also, saying that we're too reliant on Kane, well, isn't that obvious? Every team relies on their best players. For example, look how crap Arsenal have been. And you want to know a big factor why? Aubameyang hasn't been performing. He's been in the team, but he hasn't been getting the goals, he hasn't been doing anything. And it shows a lot of teams are reliant on their best players. You could even argue with Real Madrid losing Ronaldo, they haven't been the same Real Madrid, have they? Like, they used to be Champions League winners. You'd think they win it every year. They lost Ronaldo, they just don't look the same. So obviously when people say we're too reliant on Kane and Song, isn't that obvious? They're our two best players. But you could argue that we're not reliant on Kane because he's been, like I said, he's been injured and we've still performed to a high standard. And they didn't even do anything yesterday, and then Ndombele scored. I don't think Tottenham are using Ndombele to his full potential as an attacking midfielder. We play too defensive when we're only 1-0 up. Why are we playing defensive for 90 minutes when we're 1-0 up? Why not at least get 2 goals? It's really hard to watch. Kane is terrible. Mourinho's tactics against Wolves were really terrible. Like, we have the players like Vinicius. Why isn't he starting against these teams? Okay, when Liverpool had Firmino playing bad, they got Jota and Jota performed for them, and it also made Firmino play better because it gives that competition. Also, another example, when we brought in Doherty, look how amazing Aurier has been this season for Tottenham. And I think it's because he's had that challenge in him. Even Davies, you could say, is up this game a little bit. Like, you can see he's trying his hardest to do exceptional in anything he does. He scored an amazing goal against Stoke, but I don't remember him playing like this. It looks like he's trying to be more attacking. It looks like he's trying to be more pacey. And I think it's Reguilon that's pushing him. It's the same with Lloris. I would argue that he's better now, Joe Hart said. Just because there's a challenge, there's that mindset. It's like, wait, if I don't perform, I could get dropped. And I don't think Kane feels that because Mourinho hasn't given him a reason to. Vinicius hasn't really threatened his position. But saying that, he hasn't played bad either. His record is good. He's got some goals, he's got some assists. Why is he not starting a Premier League game at this point? Okay, I guess Mourinho knows best. He's the manager, trust in him. But it's been 4 games and he hasn't performed in any of those games, I don't think. You could even argue Son hasn't been the best. Okay, in the Liverpool game he scored, but that's all I've seen so far. It's not really much. Plus, in that Wolves game, they did not work well at all. There are so many simple passes Kane could have made, and he just didn't choose them. He lost the ball too easily and everything. I think even substituting him off wouldn't be a big deal. Bring on Bale, bring on Ali for Kane. I reckon that could have worked. And the way they treat Ali with the same situation where he hasn't performed well, I don't understand. I guess you could say Kane works harder, Ali's lazy, but at the end of the day, it should be down to how they're performing as well, and Kane isn't performing. Even if they use finishers in one half, if he did nothing, bring on Kane as a substitute. There's nothing wrong with that. He'd come on with full energy, he'd want to prove himself, and he needs to show that I am this worth, play me. But right now, he's been like, I'm undroppable, I can't be touched, this is who I am. And take it or leave it, basically. Tottenham fans are scared to lose him. Why are we so scared to lose him? We've shown that we can perform without him. And would get a lot of money if we were to sell him. I'm not saying I want him gone, I'm just saying it wouldn't be the biggest deal and the biggest end of the world if Kane was to leave Tottenham. We'd probably get a good 100 million for him, even more probably, 120 million. If Jadon Sancho's worth 100 million, no way Kane ain't worth 150 million at least. Yeah, and it's annoying because it feels like the player is bigger than the club when no player or manager or person is bigger than the club badge itself. So tell me, why does it feel like Kane is Tottenham when he isn't? He's Tottenham till he dies, but he is not Tottenham. No one is bigger than that badge. Also, I did not understand that Wolves lineup at all. We're playing 3 at the back, sure, I didn't mind that, but why are we using Sanchez and Davies there when we've got amazing centre backs like Toby Alderweireld and Rondon, who have both played very well this season? Rondon played his first game against Chelsea and kept a clean sheet. Why are we not using those 3 big centre backs? Okay, I guess you could say we use Sanchez's pace for Neto and things, whatever, but usually, wouldn't you think experience would be good positioning, getting that good tackling to stop Neto? It shouldn't be just down to pace. And you had Reguilon and Doherty, well, especially Reguilon, that can, come back and defend if he has to. I think he got the lineups wrong. Winks should not be in the team. He is terrible. I know he's a Tottenham fan. I like and appreciate the work he tried, but he's simply not good enough. We need a better midfielder for sure. I really hope the rumours are true about Modric or Sabitzer, because we really need a new midfielder. Sissoko can do the job, but he looks like a headless chicken when he goes forward, and he does not really offer too much going up front. Defensively, he's amazing. Don't get me wrong, amazing, but attacking, he does nothing. Also, he took off Ndombele. He was our best player on the pitch by far. There was no one that really looked like they made as much effort as him, and it showed. Kane was by far our worst player on that pitch, and obviously you might have a different opinion, different whatever. It's just what I saw, and I want him to be dropped. Simple as. Anyways, that's all I have to say on the matter. Hope you enjoy the rest of the FIFA match. Have a good day, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. See you.
Spotted that well and intercepted. So we're coming down now towards the last 15 minutes. Well, here he goes. It's good to see a player do this. It's poor work, really. Here's Højbjerg. Tip-top Tottenham today, I think. Played very well in their inventive style, deserved their half-time lead, and they would deserve to win the game if they can see it through. Is this game set and match? Yes, it is!
They've been by far the better side, and the scoreline reflects that.
He saw the gap down in the bottom corner. Boy, did he find it well.
Well, that is the sign of a clinical finisher, somebody that knows where the goals are. They don't have to look up.
Just widen the margin here to 2-0. But it clears the danger. Well, just over 84 minutes gone, 6 minutes left on my watch. Now, can he take them on? Oh, time to get the cross now. Sissoko. Keeper controls it, never looked like bouncing off him.
They made it look easy, but his positioning did that for him.
Interception here.
Fourth official has indicated
That'll be 2 added minutes.
2 minutes of added time.
Song. Keeping the ball well under some pressure. Space to try and hit it now. Well, that should be the game. You could call it another insurance goal. Surely they can't throw it away here. Well, it's just a footnote to the